What's up, old school homies? Today we're going to celebrate the life of my friend Terry Sennett. That's right. Terry Sennett. Didn't really get to know Terry all that well, but I had to meet him. So I actually drove to his surf shop a few years ago and I got all my surfboards repaired at his shop. And they were almost kind of baffled by that, like, because I don't live anywhere near there. And maybe it was Terry, or maybe it was more likely to be one of his friends that asked me, why did you come all the way out here to the surf ghetto, as it's known, which is basically San Clemente. Pretty far south before you get to fucking San Diego, but you know, pretty perfect surf spot around there if you had enough gas money to get there. That's pretty much where the best waves in the world are. So I remember talking to Terry. I was trying to work at a restaurant near that area just so that I could go surfing, and Terry thought that was bullshit. I said, well, how the fuck else am I supposed to surf? I don't live anywhere near here. And I said, what are you doing with all these surfboards anyways? You know, they're just grilling me and having fun with me. Terry's a cool dude. He was always joking, like, the whole time while he was talking to you. And, like, just trying to grill you or come out with some nickname or anything to just try to make you laugh. And that's what was appreciated, you know. I had heard that's how it was, and I wanted to know. So I went in there and talked shit with him, and it was great, you know. The first thing I saw when I saw his face, I said, is that really him? Or some shit like that, you know. And he's like, looking at me like, I'm not a movie star. I was like, yeah. I've been wanting to meet you for a long time. I think you're the best surfboard shaper in the world. He just looks at me like, you're a fucking idiot. And then we talked. I got to know, I said, Terry, you know, like, what really happened with your life? And he said, I tried to go to college. I went to Saddleback College and I tried to take psychology classes to help people like you out. And I was like, yeah, you missed the bus, huh? You didn't do that. He said, nah, I got into the shaping and it worked out for me. He actually got to apprentice with Ben Aipa. Ben Aipa is a super famous Hawaiian shaper, real influential. His kids still shape in Huntington Beach. Yeah, so having that pedigree, Hawaiian pedigree, I told him, the last thing I told him, I said, you're the coolest Hawaiian white guy I ever met. Oh man. Yeah, he was pretty much just loved surfing and shit, you know, just lived the life. I got to meet him at the very end of his career where he was so washed up, and I said, dude, you are the best surfboard shaper in the world. And he says, listen, son, I'm not number one anymore. And I said, yes, you are. And he gave me a t-shirt. I said, man, everybody loves your boards. And he's a very dynamic shaper of anything, you know. And it didn't matter if it was a longboard or a short board or an old school board or something vintage that you have heard of before. Single wing, double wing, triple wing, whatever thing. Fucking cut some slits in the back, whatever, dude. Slits in the middle. I've seen him. Hook rail. He has a lot of little fucking things that he tried to steal from Ben, huh? His boards were dynamic, and I actually got one. I actually got a very unused Infinity of Terry's, and I love it. I've had another guy come over here and stare it down for like 20 minutes and just try to absorb what it was, and he saw out of all my boards that was like it, and he said, I used to get boards from Terry, and I would love to have another one, and how much would this one be? I gave him a moderate price, and he didn't take it, but I'm glad I still have it. It's a cherished item for me, and I have another Infinity over there. I got an inferior. That wouldn't be a good compliment, right? So he spent 18 years with Infinity, and then 25 years with his own shop, Terry Senate Surfboards, and I got to meet his friends there, and who is he? Bambridge. Bambridge is a really good friend. They were good buddies, and it was like two peas in a pod to see them hanging out together, just kind of griping at each other, but you know, they were very good friends, and I liked seeing that dynamic. I know he'll miss him probably the most. Yeah, he's a very loved guy. I loved his personality. Love you, Terry.